Yo, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back once again to another Battlefield 6 sucks video. That's kind of what we do here on the channel now. And we are kind of calling ourselves the anti-shill. So a big thank you to everybody who's been, open in the comment section, kind of agreeing with what I'm saying. We're not as small a minority as what you think, guys. It's just that bigger content creators sanitize their comment section. They sanitize their Twitch chat. And just to kind of prove that right at the start of the video.
So yeah, Battlefield 6, as I predicted, has a numbers problem. And this numbers problem is dropping fast until Call of Duty Black Ops 7 drops around. And yes, I know Black Ops 7 is basically the same mess it always was. What we're seeing right now is basically people getting bored of Call of Duty and getting bored of Battlefield. And that is why we see the player numbers take a huge hit. It is happening with every single game. Even if they release the most awesome game, the player numbers would drop. The thing I'm wondering, can Battlefield Battle Royale actually save this at that matter? The Battle Royale niche has been overdone, but it will be free, and it's something Battlefield fans that are left have been waiting for 6 years now.
Intel actually says that they're actually banning Cronus Zen users, which is a big win. You're cheating sons of bitches, get good at the game. But the problem is, guys, with gaming, you've still got loads of cheats on PC. There's somebody here on PC on a tank just absolutely destroying everybody, guys. I'm not really going to show it you because the pixelation quality is terrible. I think they upload this deliberately like this so you can't actually tell who they are. So EA cannot retroactively ban them. But at the end of the day, guys, how are they able to get around it? Surely the game...
So yeah, there is actually a few big problems I am finding with Battlefield 6. And for the most part, the issue I'm seeing is the cheaters. The thing that they told us, take safe boot on, they took our hands and basically went ahead and said, you need to do this, you need to do that if you want to see no cheaters at all in this game. And then when we did that, well, we saw still a big problem of cheaters and people giving up like it's COD, like staying on the floor and just not wanting to be revived when it's a team game. And then Call of Duty YouTubers coming in and saying, hey, I don't want to be revived. I want to play the game and I want a score streak in the game. It really has, Battlefield 6 right now has a identity issue. So people bought Battlefield 6 because of that destruction that we got in Battlefield 4. And that's what they were expecting. And yes, of course, we got better destruction. But it's also trying to be other games such as Call of Duty per se. It's trying to be a bit closer to Call of Duty in terms of how fast the rounds are, how close the maps are, how faster we have all the combat, and how there are less vehicles than, for example, in Battlefield 4. And this has fans really confused at this point, especially as cheaters are still bragging with the games. Yes, the anti-cheat is probably better, but still a lot of these cheats were undetected until they took action with Cronus. The issue here, it took over 4 years for this game to be developed, and it took like 1 to 2, 3 years for Call of Duty to make their anti-cheat, which I feel like they also followed some of the parts with Battlefield 6. There is a real issue that I'm seeing with also, people complaining about the game. They have to pick sides, either Call of Duty or Battlefield. Now, a lot of players are starting to already get bored of the game, and once Battle Royale comes out, it might be too late. If the game drops below 50,000 players, that's going to be it. There's not going to be enough people to be interested in the game, and that's what I feel is going to happen under 100,000 players once Call of Duty Black Ops 7 drops out. Now, the big advantage they have is Black Ops 7 will not have nearly the same amount of players because Black Ops, and Call of Duty comes out every year. So I really feel like that both Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty 7 or Black Ops 7 have an identity problem right now. Can you name me at least 3 things that, the games brought to the table that wasn't done in previous games? Because for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, I can literally think only of wall jumping. Wall jumping was the only thing that Black Ops 7 really brought to the table, while Battlefield 6 brought better destruction and a few more weapons, but That's about it. I could be totally wrong here, but I didn't really see any formula other than remaking the Battlefield 4. And that has fans really confused if they should just play the game or just move on and play something else.
I'm just thinking about this from like a logistical standpoint. Like if I'm a fan of a game and I love, like, the multiplayer is there, right? It's not like they took that away. It's there. They're just adding a battle royale for people that love playing battle royales like myself. And I would say full for the BR. I hope it's sick. And that's why I was saying earlier, like, the biggest hinge, in my opinion, for BF6 is going to be the portal mode, how in-depth that can actually look and be. That portal mode, I think, and we didn't, like I said, I didn't load into it. I have no clue what portal looks like, but that portal mode is going to be a big deal. And I don't see.
So yeah, Tim the Tatman is saying that Portal mode, which is basically a Fortnite's creator mode, and Battle Royale will save the game. I mean, these games have been on in Fortnite since 2019. Custom maps, yes, they are important, but is the community really big enough? We had that in 2042 Battlefield, and nobody was using that. Like, you could use anything. You could use older weapons. You could use older game modes. But we didn't see any of that, and that's the big problem here. Yes, you're giving the people the creative option, but the engine isn't good enough as Fortnite. For example, you can't do parkour in the Battlefield Portal Creator mode. You can't do a lot of these game modes that are available in, Fortnite. You could do Fortnite first person, and Fortnite really didn't do it to that part. Roblox is like a good example of that. But we do have Battle Royale, which has been done for the last 7 years. It's been 8 years, and I feel like people are starting to get burned out. Obviously, the Battle Royales are even themselves losing player numbers, so they're more like releasing this as an extra content and not really somewhere of innovation at that point. And same with COD.
Tank, I'm running the other way because I can't get any kill streaks or anything like that. I like to go for clips. So basically, I'm not getting any clips by sitting on a flag and capping it. I'm just being honest. I'm not getting any clips by repairing my tank. I don't care. There's not a right way to play the game. Obviously, you want to win the game, but I'm gonna be honest, everybody has a role. In Battlefield, in like any first-person shooter, somebody has to eliminate the other team. And guess what? That's what I want to do.
So then stop playing the support class.
Happened, and the instances where that doesn't happen and it's grown over time, they're the really, really good fucking video games. But 95% of games, they peak within the first week of being out. So it's kind of normal for this to happen, but nonetheless, it's already lost 200,000 players. And as the trend line would predict there, by the time you're watching this video, nearly lost half of its players, guys. Half of its players. I don't think there's much science involved in this trend line, to be fair, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. But it's going to be nearly down 300,000 players on Steam. And obviously that's going to be mirrored.
A lot of streamers want to see something innovative, and they didn't see that with Battlefield 6. So I'm hoping this is going to change pretty much soon. It is much, much different than we are seeing right now in terms of what players expect and what players want. This is not it yet. We are going to be seeing more content, but will players move on until then? Well, smash that like button, guys, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news.